Hello dear students. Today we are going to see difference between KVL and KCL. KVL means Kirchhoff's voltage law and KCL means Kirchhoff's current law. ये दोनों नाम से जाने जाते हैं. समटाइम्स आपको पूछ लेगा लूप लॉ क्या है या फिर वोल्टेज लॉ क्या है या फिर करंट लॉ या जंक्शन लॉ क्या है. तो ये चीज़ें हम पढ़ते हैं और भूल जाते हैं. तो ऐसे है कि इन सबको एक ही पेज पे हम लोग लिख कर कहीं लगा दें हमारे डेस्क के सामने, हमारे स्टडी टेबल के सामने, तो इट विल बिकम मोर इजी एंड यू विल ऑल गेट वेल वर्स्ड विद ऑल दीज टर्म्स. These are the full forms of KVL and KCL. Now I'll write the different points of differentiation, the difference between these two points, though they are same. This is KCL is the first law, Kirchhoff's first law, which is also known as junction law, while KVL is the second law of Kirchhoff and also known as लूप लॉ. ये लूप और जंक्शन ये एक समझने के लिए अगर मतलब समझने के लिए ये नाम है. इट बिकम्स मोर ईजियर कॉलिंग देम लूप लॉ और जंक्शन लॉ इंस्टेड ऑफ करंट एंड voltage law, but we have to know both the names. This is the second name. Students, you should not get confused if the question is asked on what is the loop law or what is the voltage law. Both the names you should be well versed with, please. And this is current law. My third point is KVL means voltage law is known as law of conservation of energy. See students, I am writing only the key points just to make a table like pattern so that it becomes very easy to grasp if it is in front of your eyes, in front of your desk. And this known as KCL is known as conservation of law of conservation of charges. According to this rule, why it is known as law of conservation of energy? Because it says that summation of all the voltages is always zero at the end, and law of conservation of charges tells us that all the summation of current which are coming inside the junction and going outside, all the summation is always zero. My point number 5 is the rule which is applied to KVL and KCL. KVL states that when we go from positive point to negative point, we have to take the negative, positive to negative, negative, and negative to positive, positive. We'll come to know when this rule is applied only when we are doing the numericals. Okay. And when in current law, when we are going towards the junction, we have to take positive sign, and we are coming out of junction, away from the junction, then we have to take negative sign. Hope you understood. Now see, we'll see one small example of KVL and KCL. See, this is a voltage, and these are three resistors, V1, V2, V3. I am drawing the loop. Loop is a must to show the point from where I am starting and where I am going to end. It should start from the same point and end at the same point. This is the these arrows are indicating the current flow. I is the current which is flowing throughout the circuit. Now starting from this point V, starting from this point, now as we go, it is from V1 positive to negative. First we will write V because here the voltage is V. So, these are the rules. Side note. Now starting from this point, we are taking first V. Then we are going from positive to negative, so we will take negative V1. Again from positive to negative, it is negative minus V2 and V3 according to the same rule is equal to 0. This is law of conservation of energy. According to this rule, this equation is taken. Now this is the KCL. This is showing us the arrows are showing currents coming inside and going outside. This point is known as junction. The center point is known as junction, where all the currents are coming and going out. This is I1, I2, I3, I4, I5 and I6. See, I applying the rules. When I1 is going out, then I'll take it minus I1. I2 is coming inside, I'll take it positive minus I1 plus I2 minus I3 plus I4 and so on is equal to 0. Taking all the pluses on one side and the negatives on the other side makes it, this is what we say summation of I is equal to 0. This is what the rule says of conservation of charges. This is the rule of conservation of charges. Now see children, we will see another example of KVL. KCL is a bit easier than as compared to KVL. KVL you have to practice some more examples to get well versed. Now we'll see one more example of KVL. This is example 2 KVL. This is another circuit. This time I have made a little bit complex circuit which comes normally in exams. The first one was just for understanding and this one is for practice. See, these are the points A, B, C, D, E, F. And these are the three resistances R1, R2, R3. R1 is between A and F, R2 is between B and D, and R3 is between C and D. And there are two batteries E1 and E2. E1 is in between A and F. Now starting from point, I am taking the first rectangle. Here current I2 is flowing. Current I1 is flowing between A and F. Current I3 is flowing between B and D. And current I2 is flowing between D and C. Now taking a smaller loop A, B, E, F and again E. Starting and end point should be the same. Then only we can say we are forming a loop. and then only Kirchhoff's law will work. Now starting from point A to B, see, go to by the sequence only, AB, then AB, there is no component, so we will write VA. In the line BE, there is resistance R2 and current R3 is flowing. So we will write IR, and I is 3 and R is 2. Again between E and F there is no component, so we'll go further. Between F and A there is one resistance and one battery. So resistance R1 is connected and it is going from, the current is going from positive to negative, so we'll take negative sign, minus I1 R1, and whenever the battery comes the rule becomes opposite. Whenever we go from negative to positive we take positive sign, so we'll take positive E1, which becomes equal to VA. Now VA gets cancelled, then we'll get minus I3 R2 minus I1 R1 plus E1 is equal to 0. Therefore E1 is equal to, now everything will go on the opposite side of equal to sign, then it will become plus. So therefore E1 is equal to I3 R2 plus I1 R1. So this was the loop we were working on. Now we'll take the bigger loop. Taking the bigger loop, A, B, C, D, E, F, A. Again A, B, C, D, E, F, and again A. So starting and end points are same. Starting from A and B, between A and B, starting from A, the voltage is VA, and between A and B, B and C, there is no other component, so it is blank, there is nothing to take. Now between C and D, there is one battery E2 and one resistance R3. So for battery, the rule is positive to negative, negative. When we go from positive to negative, we take negative, so minus E2, and we are going in the opposite direction of current, so we take positive. I and R, current I2 and R3, resistance is R3. Again between D and F there is nothing, then we go from F to A, there is current I1, resistance I1, and the battery E1. We are going from minus to plus for the battery, so we'll take positive E1. Now VA gets cancelled and we get minus E2 plus I2 R3, that is I2, minus I1 R1 is equal to E1 is equal to 0. Therefore battery E1 plus E2 is equal to I1 R2 and plus I2 R3 plus I1 R1. This is the equation. And see children, there are two key points which you have to keep in mind, and then your equations will never go wrong. Your signs will never go wrong. Better to see them. Whenever current and voltage are in the same direction, then we take negative sign, and whenever current and voltage are in opposite direction, we take a positive sign. Going through the circuit, whenever you come across that current and voltage are in the same direction, then you take a negative sign, and when they are in opposite direction, you take the positive sign. If you write these key points and stick it in front of your study desk, it will help you a lot. Sorry, it got cut. My camera due to some mistake. It's okay. But orally I said when current and voltage are in the same direction, take minus sign, and whenever current and voltage are in opposite direction, take positive sign. It will help you a lot if you remember these two key points. Thank you, children.